Good morning and welcome to WFMS, where we're getting the news to you. Hey, Franklin Middle School staff and students, who has it better than us? Nobody, that's right. Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, April 6th. We've got some exciting news to share today. Take a look at this beautiful slide. We want to say good morning to everyone, and we got a little bit of a motivational here. We've got about 8 weeks left. We've got a little over 40 school days left this school year. We have 8 weeks left in the quarter, plenty of time to bring those grades up, plenty of time to communicate with your teachers, plenty of time, whether you're remote or in person, we've got time. So we've got to take advantage of that time. On to our welcoming ritual. All right. We can really respect a man only if he doesn't always look out for himself. Okay. It's Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Do you agree with Goethe's statement? Why or why not? What would the world be like if people only ever looked out for themselves? I think that's the key. What if we lived in a world where people only looked out for themselves, not others, not their friends, their family? Would that be a world you want to live in? Think about that today. What would the world be like if only looked out for yourselves? People only looked out for themselves. Wow. I don't know if I'd want to live in a world like that. All right, take a look here. Important dates in our FMS community. We've got girls basketball game today at 3:30. Got some reminders beginning today, April 6th, online and hybrid learning. Remote and in-person students will be meeting with classes 4 days each week through the end of the school year. Mondays, of course, will stay asynchronous. Now, yesterday, we didn't have an asynchronous Monday. Okay, so we've got some asynchronous Mondays ahead. And of course, we'll remind you right here on the announcements. Take a look here, hallway supervision. We've got Keys in level 1 north-south. We've got Miss Berberet in level 1 east. Level 2 north, we've got Miss Womble. In level 2 east, we've got Mrs. Zinnan. We want to say thank you to our teachers and all of the people who work at Franklin Middle School for keeping our building safe. In the front lobby, we've got Greco, Lee, and Brett's. 7th grade cafeteria area, we've got Womack, Coons, and Phillips. 6th grade area, we've got Crum, Dixon, and Lamb. All right. We'll talk a little bit about tutoring. Now's the time. We've not only got tutoring going on, we've got our teachers' office hours going on, but after school tutoring can now begin in person beginning this Wednesday, April 7th. In-person tutoring will meet in room 229. Okay, and will help with any subject. Students must arrive by 1:35 and have a ride home or take the 4:15 activity bus. Online tutoring will meet from 1:30 to 2:30. Okay, you can talk to me, Miss Crum, Miss Hopper, Miss Hunsberg, Miss Greco, Miss Womack if you have any questions about tutoring moving forward. Okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about this one today. I'm probably doing some reminders. So of course, we know we've got our A day and B day is no longer, and we put our A and our B together. Okay, so our hallways are going to have a little more students in them. So I wanted to remind students, because this is a common area where students will be, about what our expectations are. Now, students, when you're walking to classes, we need to make sure you can stay on the right-hand side and follow those directional markers. There's one of those every 6 feet. Students have been doing an excellent job in staying on that right-hand side. Number 2, and the one we probably need to work on the most, is students should do their very best to keep distance between themselves and other students while traveling through the building, and also while they're waiting for their classrooms to be open. So something we've been sharing with students that you can do, you can take a look on the floor, and each one of those squares is 1 foot. Put a couple of those in between you. Put an arm's length distance between you and other students. Okay, number 3, you've been doing an excellent job here. We need to refrain from making physical contact with other students at all times. Number 4, when we're at our lockers, we'll make sure we're quick and efficient and we're in and out, not lingering or loitering or hanging out at our lockers. And as a reminder, students go to their lockers before school, before lunch, and after school. So we'll be reminding of that. That'll be a part of getting back together here, A day and B day, 4 days a week moving forward. All right, I want to remind students that we need to make sure we have our Chromebooks charged up and ready to go for school every day. And we've been doing a really excellent job. If it's not charged, make sure you bring your charger and the adults here at Franklin Middle School can help you get that charged up. But make sure that thing's at 95% or above when you come to school. And lastly, when we come into the building, we're making sure that we're talking with the people coming in. They'll be asking you if you have any of these COVID-19 symptoms. All right, and they'll be taking your temperature. And if you do have those COVID-19 symptoms, we'll get you down to Nurse Melanie. And we're talking with students and parents. If you ever have any of these symptoms, we want you to please stay home. As mentioned prior, 4-day awake learning begins today. Students will be required to join all of their classes 4 days a week starting today. If you're an in-person student, you're going to your classes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you're a remote student, you're going to your classes via Zoom Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right, Mondays, as mentioned, will still be an asynchronous day for all students. We've got construction starting. We did our groundbreaking last Thursday. I want to say thank you to Superintendent Gill. Thank you to the school board. Thank you to those FMS students that helped us. Thank you to Miss Mariotti for snapping some good photos. So our drop-off area has changed a little bit. We're going to take it from that east morning drop-off. You won't be able to drop off there anymore. Now we have to move to the west drop-off. That's between Franklin Middle School and Town and Country. So there's a driveway that goes up to the main entrance. Parents, students, you can get dropped off a little bit before Franklin or a little bit after Franklin and walk up to the school. That helps alleviate traffic. As a reminder, 6th grades, you're going to continue to enter the doors of the building through the gym. 7th and 8th graders, you're coming through the main entrance. All right, for families that are picking up breakfast and lunch, you'll do that under our main awning through the main entrance. And that breakfast and lunch gets picked up from 8:30 to 10. And at dismissal time, we're running those buses all the way down Outer Park. They're going in order. We'll get that order really tightened up this week. Did a nice job of that last week. And parents, if you have any questions, you can give us a holler, drop me an email. Students, plenty of adults out front that can help you get to your bus if you cannot find it. There will no longer be any buses up the driveway in the back playground area at Franklin because of construction. All right, lunchtime is going to change a little bit. A-day students, you're going to eat in the library, and B-day students, you'll eat in the cafeteria. You'll need to pick up your lunch in the cafeteria, and if you're an A-day student, you're going to take it back to the library. B-day students, you're going to remain in the cafeteria. We'll maintain the same protocol. Students will need to make sure they sign in with their first name and last name at the table that they sit at. And at lunchtime, we have to make sure we stay 6 feet apart. In the classrooms, we can be 3 feet apart, masked. In the lunchroom while we're eating, we have to stay 6 feet apart. So sitting at those smiley faces in the cafeteria and the library is critical. We need everybody to do that. We've got a little reminder here. We've got some cheerleading information from if you're going to Southeast. 8th graders going into 9th. On April 9th, they're going to have an informational packet available in the main office. May 20th, they're going to have a little clinic. May 21st, they're going to have a little clinic. And on May 22nd, they're going to have tryouts. So if you're an 8th grade student going to Southeast High School, please make sure you get that informational packet. You can talk to Ms. Greco in the main office for more information on that. We got a little shout out here. We got a Springfield High School dance team. They're called the Scarlet Line. And if you're interested in going to, or not interested in going to Springfield High School, but if you're going to Springfield High School and are interested in trying out, they are going to have tryouts scheduled from May 3rd through May 7th. More information is coming on that. And if you have questions, parents or students, you can email Coach Bellini at scarlet.line@yahoo.com. These tie-dyes have pretty much taken over Franklin Middle School. Thank you to all the staff and students that have bought them. They are wonderful. They brighten up our day. And the green, which I'm modeling here, and the multicolored with Miss Jones, Miss Chiquino, Miss Gillespie, and Miss Gokenauer are modeling. They are all $15. You buy those in the main office. And we've been supporting, and that support continues for Mrs. Anselm. If you're interested in supporting Mrs. Anselm in her fight against leukemia, we have these wonderful shirts. They just came in on Thursday. They're a nice dark navy blue with orange. And on the sleeve, it says Team Anselm. And then on the front says Falcons never fly alone, and we want to be by Miss Anselm's side and support her and her family. And you can buy a bracelet and t-shirt and sticker, and that's $25. And that'll help go to Mrs. Anselm's family to alleviate financial stress right now. And if you're interested, we've got a little special, another way to support Mrs. Anselm and her family. We've got these nice orange bracelets. I've been wearing mine since I got it. Very nice. And it says Team Anselm and Falcons never fly alone. You can get those in Miss Giacchino's room in the 7th grade hallway in room 233. Okay. And in girls basketball news, we want to congratulate the girls, 7th and 8th grade girls basketball team on their 40-19 win Thursday versus Grant. Keziah had 19, Abby, Mia, Corinne each had 6, and Ariana had 3. Great defense was played. They held the Generals to 9 or fewer points each quarter. Great job, girls. Now they're going to play their last 2 home games this week versus Washington on Tuesday and Little Flower on Thursday for 8th grade night. Good luck, Falcons. They're also going to be getting pictures taken. Individual photos will be taken on April 12th, starting at 2 in the gym, and the flyer will be out soon. If you have questions about that, you can touch base with Coach Borders or Miss Greco. And as a reminder, we're back in action today against Washington Middle School at 3:30. Good luck, Lady Falcons. On to our Scholastic Bowl question of the day. Looks like we have a little context clue here. All right. In any order, name the 4 other books in the Wrinkle in Time series by Madeline Illingel. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Madeline Illingel. All right. I think you know the answer to that. That will be coming up shortly. Did you know? I like these. Did you know in the west side of Sydney, that's in Australia, there's a 102-year-old ship which has turned into a floating forest? Pretty cool. I did not know that. Now I know that because of this slide, and now you know that. A little bit of trivia for you to chew on. On to our word of the day. We've got the Z word, zeal. A feeling of strong eagerness. Do you have zeal? The enthusiasm has caught on among his regulars who come often, linger, and talk about pumpkins with the zeal of converts. Are you zealous? Do you have zeal? We're hoping you have some zeal for 4th quarter. Zeal when you look at your grade book. You can do this. Z word. I wonder what's going to happen when we run out of Z words. Run out of words here. Wonder if we'll start back over a day. Hold on to find out. All right, here and on this day in history, April 6, 1917, the United States officially entered World War I. I think they have passed that in 8th grade U.S. history classes. I think have already talked about World War I in U.S. history class. All right, we've got a joke here. Take a look at this hot sign in Indian Hills Community Center. What do you call a hippie's wife? Mississippi. Moving on. Take a look at the weather. It was beautiful this weekend. We had nice weather on Saturday and Sunday and Monday, and it looks like that's going to continue. We've got 80 today, 73 tomorrow, and 59 on Thursdays. Those nighttime temps are very, very nice. And it looks like we're going to avoid some rain this week as well. On to the birthdays. Happy birthday. We want to say happy birthday to Muhammad Mehmood. Happy birthday, Muhammad. Scholastic Bowl question of the day. Those 4 in order are a wind in the door, a swifty tilting planet, an acceptable time, and many waters. That was the answer to our Scholastic Bowl question of the day. And as we prepare for a productive day, let us observe a moment of silence. Now let us rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Franklin Middle School staff and students, we want everybody to enjoy this weather. We want everybody to have a great day. And remember, It's all about choices. Read, write, respond at Franklin Middle School. It's our focus.